Hello everyone, welcome to our discussion. My name is Piyumi Gunamuthu and here are my colleagues from Victoria University Masters in Business Analytics program, Shahan Rodrigo and Samson Akineni. So today we are here to discuss about data exploration. Data has become an important aspect in the business world today. So here we are going to discuss about data exploration, what is happening behind data exploration and challenges related to data exploration. So let me get started with the first question. What do you think about data exploration?
Thank you, Piyumi. Yeah, data exploration is actually the first step of carrying out predictive analytics, and because we are talking about big data issues here, and we need to devise a means whereby we simplify data sets, and part of what is done in data exploration is using tools. For example, the R. The R is a statistical programming analytic tool that can be used to extract meaningful variables that is useful for the data set. And this data exploration, being the first step, has to be done in a manner that reflects on the quality of the output. So if we get the data exploration wrong because of the basic items that is involved, if we get it wrong, then our outputs would go wrong. And so it's all about using tools to simplify and to give us a quick view of what's the features of our data sets. And to explain this further, I think most of us must have heard of SAP Lumira that does visualization. Yeah, SAP Lumira. From SAP Lumira, you can actually select characteristics of the data sets that you want to use for your reports, and it simplifies the whole process because you have so many data, which is huge, and you just need to devise a means by data exploration to simplify the data for use here.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's actually the first step you have to take in predictive analytics.
Okay. Samson mentioned about R as a tool in predictive analytics, data exploration. So, Shahan, what do you think about R? Can you explain a little bit about R?
Yeah, thank you, Ruby. So, according to my knowledge, R is a programming language and is an open source scripting language for predictive analytics and data visualization. It is especially used in predictive analytics, and R. The name has come through two developers of R, so which is Ross and Robert, and they were two associates with the University of Auckland in 1995. The R allow academic statisticians and other sophisticated programmers to perform their complex data statistics and analytics to make their life easy. And they have a lot of developments, like in the present R is used by most of the companies for data exploration. So it is a really important tool for data exploration. So I think R is really important to today's world for data exploration, mainly in data exploration.
Okay, moving forward, let's make this discussion more vague about data exploration. So, Samson, actually, what is happening behind data exploration? Can you give your insights about it?
Yeah, okay. Data exploration actually is, as I mentioned earlier, the first step we take to come to a prediction about a particular data set that you have. And because the issue is big data, it's complex. And if you have a business case and you are meant to come up with a solution, you need to find a way to simplify the data sets, and data exploration now comes into play to make life easy for data analysts and business analysts. And so by using the tools that we mentioned, we can actually give a data graphical representation of the data sets, and through that we can see if two or more variables correlate in a way to solve the business case. That's is the question. And so from that graphical representation, we can carry out more in-depth analysis, and that's what goes on behind the scene in data exploration.
Okay, let's move on to our discussion. So, Shahan, what do you think about the impact of data exploration in predictive analytics?
Yeah, so nowadays, if we think about the data, like data quality is really important. So to have a good quality data, we need to cleanse the data and drill down and really format the data according to our expectations. So remember, like the quality of the input is decided by the quality of the output, and actually the analysts are really working on that to get a good quality data. So once you have got the business hypothesis ready, it makes sense to spend a lot of time on the data cleansing. So according to the researchers, they mentioned that usually it takes about 70% of the project time for data cleaning and data cleansing. So they work a lot of on the data cleansing to get a good output. So you need to put more weight on data cleansing, and then there you will get a good output on the whatever the data, to go for a good high quality data output. Yeah.
Okay. So now we are coming to the halfway of our discussion. So Samson, I would like to ask, what are the challenges related to the data exploration when we are going to do data exploration? So what are the things that it challenge?
Yeah, for the challenges, because this is a new field that we are discussing in relation to big data, and most of what is done in data exploration requires a high level of understanding of what the issues that we are trying to address are, and now relating what the questions are to the data sets is a bit of a challenge for most data analysts, but because of the techniques and the tools that are available for data exploration in the industry now, it makes life easier. But the major challenge is still over around the user interaction layer and the database architecture layer. So for users now, most of the challenges are deciding on what characteristics and attributes to filter out of the obvious large data sets that we have. And so because of the highly statistical expertise that is required, most analysts do spend more time to try to figure out that, because the output is in question, and the quality of the output depends on what goes on during the exploration of the data, the extraction of the meaningful attributes and characteristics that's going to sum up the entire report for prediction. So that's on the user interaction layer. So on the database architecture layer, there needs to be a reconsideration of the assumption about data and storage patterns in such a way that it can be driven by a high-level requests by the users. So, and that's a bit of a challenge, because now the connection between the user interaction and database architecture layer is it's a bit of a challenge because it needs to complete a stack of exploration-ready database system, and but obviously, as time goes on, these are issues that have been analysts have been able to simplify, and makes the data exploration easier to capture. And, so those challenges are things that data analysts and business are working day in, day out to see that they are resolved, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so we are coming to the end of our discussion. So today the big data is like most important aspect of every company in business world. So in order to handle big data, the data exploration is very important. So we discuss about data exploration under the topics of like what is data exploration. So it is like first step in data analysis, and it typically involves in summarizing the main characteristics of data set. And also we discuss about what is R, which is a programming language which used to do data exploration as a tool. And also we discuss about what is happening behind the data exploration. So in behind story of data exploration, analysts have come up with various data visualization softwares and data exploration methodologies. So it is very important to understand like what needs to explore properly, otherwise your output would be like not the way you want. And also we discuss about the impact and the problems of the data exploration. So in problems, like we have to consider about the user interaction levels and the database architecture levels, and also we need to consider about database system layer, and also there are lots of things to consider before like exploring data and data cleansing. And finally we have come to the end of our discussion. So we hope like you guys had a better understanding about what is data exploration and their impact and benefits, and as well as the challenges. So if you have any questions, like feel free to comment under our video, and we'll make sure to reply as we go. So Shahan and Samson, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very
Yes.
much.